everybody, it is time for this week's Market Snapshot.
Yay! Shawnee Kelly, your Price Group. What's happened in the Northern Virginia real estate market in the last 7 days in under 5 minutes? Here we go. So we are doing this week, we're doing a little bit of a special edition because we're going to do our last 7 days, but then we're also going to do the monthly market report looking at the data from October. So
Does it still have to be in under 5 minutes?
No. Well, the first part's got to be under 5 minutes, and then we'll get into the other one because I'll cut it out.
So 5 minutes. Oh.
Yeah. So the reason for the market snapshot is because this gives us leading indicators, leading data, so we know exactly what's going on in the market right now, so we can make real-time decisions. The monthly market report gives us a bird's eye view, so we can see trends and tendencies.
But even that monthly market report is more up-to-date data than they're getting like from the news.
Somewhat, maybe by a couple weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still 60 days old, you know, because if it's, anyway, we'll get into that.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I get to participate in this monthly market report. Let's see if he invites me back.
It's going to be
next
great.
time.
All right. So first, let's dive into the market snapshot. So tell us what's going on here, Kel.
Okay. So that squiggly black line there. Cut that out.
I'm not cutting that out. That's staying in here. You go.
So that squiggly black line there, that's the buyer activity. That's how many homes have gone under contract in the Northern Virginia real estate market in the last 7 days. The teal line underneath, that is the listing data, and that's how many new homes have come up for sale on the market.
That's right. So
and my look of confusion is, does that include coming soons?
No.
Okay, I ask that regularly.
Yeah, so the new listings are what is on the market. So that's the inventory, that's the supply. The buyer activity is the people that went under contract, like you said, and that's the demand. So we're looking at the supply versus demand. That tells us the strength of the market with regards to which direction is it going.
Yes.
So this was the election week. So this data is going to be skewed just a little bit. You can see that buyer activity just plummeted.
Well, the data is accurate.
The data is accurate. The trend might be skewed just a little bit.
Fair.
So you can see that buyer activity just plummeted over the last 7 days.
Like, what were you guys doing?
Yeah.
What's so big? What's such a big deal about the whole election thing anyway?
I don't even know. And you can see that also is kind of following a downward trend in inventory. So that helps contribute to that because there wasn't a lot of properties out there.
Is it true? Like, listings actually kind of tried to come up?
They were going down, but then on the inventory for election week actually went up just a little bit. So yeah, that's true. Which if you look to last year. If you look to last year, the trend is it was decreasing even through that past week. So it's interesting it went up. Buyer activity is going to continue to decrease through Thanksgiving, and then we'll see it have a little bit of an uptick, and then it'll decrease for Christmas and then have an uptick.
But sellers, please, like, we've got buyers saying, where are the homes, especially the like low 1 million. So
yeah, 100%.
Come on, if you're listening, don't hold off. Give us a call. We've got some buyers ready.
100%. So if you look over here in the strength of the buyer's market versus the seller's market, you can see because of that buyer activity that dropped and the tick up in inventory, that gap lowered. So the strength of the seller's market for election week did decrease, but it should pop back up and be back to the norm this coming week. Might actually be a little bit higher.
We're saying norm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Well, the norm
just because it's become normal
that
we're in a big seller's market. But take a look, that middle line there, that's not for fun. That normal market thing, that means it's an even normal market, neither buyer nor seller.
Yeah.
So normal.
Yeah, the normal seller's market that we're in. That's right, the trend, yes.
Yeah.
And if you look back at last year, you can see that there was a trend where everything stayed about this level, and then Christmas hit, or Thanksgiving hit, and then it started picking up, and then Christmas hit, and then we got into the spring market.
Yeah, you've got that burst of people who really want to be in that new home for Christmas. I really want to do that sometime. I've never gotten to do that. I really want to buy a house. Like in between.
We're getting close.
Like I want to move into a new house between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It would be so much fun.
So for sellers, if you want to get out there right now, we did see an uptick in buyer activity this past week. We've seen a lot of competition, so I expect these graphs to move up. Demand is definitely out there. So sellers, it's a great time to list.
I demand to do that one day, Sean.
Buyers, you got to get in now before we hit the spring market because it's going to be crazy when the spring market hits. Yeah. All right, see you guys next week. But now we're going to dive into the monthly market.
Okay, everybody, we are back again with this time the market snapshot, but it's for the
monthly edition. So this is the November market report, and we're looking at the October sold data so we can see the trends. Here we go. Right, so This is our weekly market snapshot that we just finished up with. So now let's dive into the monthly numbers.
Ooh, I've never seen this.
We saw it last month.
I didn't do this with you, did I?
You saw it 2 months ago. You're right. I did it last month.
Does it look different?
No, it's the same.
It looks good, honey.
Oh, thank you. All right, so we're going to look at some data now. Again, the purpose for looking at the monthly numbers is because it gives us an overall view of what the trend is in the market. Are we looking like we may be moving into a seller's market or a buyer's market or changing? The important thing to remember is that this data is sold data, so the actual market activity that occurred was usually about 65 days prior to the sold data. So for the month of October, we had...
Because the under contract, from the time you go under contract to the time you actually settle is usually about 30 days.
Yeah, so settlement, under contract to settlement, 30 days. And then when it closes in that month, we wait to the end of the month to gather that data.
Oh,
so
that
could be... No, you said it. I just added on. Okay. It could be another 30 days plus about 2 weeks to let the data get into the MLS. So we're looking at 45 to 60 days. No, we're looking at 60 to 75 days. Whatever the math is.
It's a bunch of baloney. I don't even know why we're looking at it.
For the bird's eye view. That's why you listen. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get to talk about the...
Anyway. I don't get to talk about anything.
All right.
Why am I even here?
I'm sure you will.
I'm going to go. Peace.
Get over here.
I got work to do.
Get back over here. All right. So the number of new listings for October 2024 was 1,020. October 2023 was 963. So we were actually up 6% from 2023. So inventory was up. But the number of sales was 984 in October versus 882 in October of 2023. So it was actually up 11%. So while inventory did grow, and that's what we're seeing a lot in the media, that inventory is going up. Mm-hmm. So, hey, maybe sales prices are come down. Well, the actual fact of the matter is, as inventory went up 6%, sales went up 11%. So the sales,
bueno on that then.
Not for the buyer's market coming in. Next, we have not for a buyer's market to come in, not for the prices to come down.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know what you meant by
that. So days on market,
lock in.
October were 20.
Yes.
Same as September. They were 2 days longer than what was in October.
Of last year.
So we are seeing properties. It's not uncommon for a property to go into the second weekend before going under contract right now. So that's not surprising.
Been a new thing.
Yeah. Months of inventory. So this is our absorption rate. And what the absorption rate is if you took all of the inventory that's on the market right now and that sold through at the current rate of sales, how much inventory would we have before we ran out of inventory altogether? And right now it is at 3% or 3 months. The common belief is that between 5 and 6 months is normal. Anything under that 5-month range is a seller's market. Anything above is a buyer's market. So we're at 3 months.
Above what?
5 to 6 months. So 3 months in October of 2024, 3 months in October of 2023. So we're still in that seller's market with regards to that. No change from last year. Median sales price. October 2024, our median sales price is right here. I don't have the number, but it's like about $735. October 2023, it was in the high sixes.
What do we say?
Now's the time to get in the market. It's time in the market, not timing the market. So that's an 8% increase of October 2023 to October 24.
Equity is what that means.
8%
if you had
equity.
Purchased last year this time, that would be 8% equity.
$1 million house, that's $80,000 in equity. And this is for Fairfax County specifically. So, 8% increase. All right, next, median house price. We go through that every month, so we're going to skip that this month. So what was the list price to sales price ratio? This is important just to see kind of what the trends are and how sellers are pricing properties. And you can see in October, it was just above 100%, right around 101%. Okay. So it was the same as it was in October of 2023. So got much more reasonable than it was in September.
That was crazy.
We were like 118%. It was ridiculous.
So your graph makes it look crazier than it actually was. Like it looks like it was like 250% times the asking price. What? That's what that graph makes me think.
That's not my graph. Wow, it's Bright's graph.
Oh, I thought you did that.
No. I mean, I pulled it.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah. Well,
this is one of my favorites.
Yes. So what's happening, basically what I just went over is that we are still in a seller's market. We're not trending towards a buyer's market. We're trending towards a little bit more time on days on market. Mm-hmm. But as far, and we are seeing that some buyers are getting their some more contingencies, like
Yes.
inspection contingencies and things like that. So it's good time for the buyers.
Also, our VA offers are getting accepted more.
Yeah, and we've had a couple VA assumptions.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's been really. I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah. So and for those of you who are waiting for the next market crash to come, we like to show this graph. This is since 1940. There has not been a single decade where there has been a net loss in property values, and there's only been 7 years where the property value actually went down. Some of those were negative 1%, 4%, 4%. Here is where the big drops happened, and that was in 2007, 8, and 9. Yeah. That was during the market crash. That was caused by the real estate industry. Yeah. So if you're waiting for a huge crash to come back and make up for all these prices and get back to pre-2020 pricing, it's probably not going to happen. Yeah. History says it's not not likely to happen. So we can't tell you what's going to happen. We don't have a crystal ball, but you can use historical data to try to predict, and it just doesn't look like we're going there.
Yeah.
Okay. We may see appreciation flattening.
Yeah.
Where it's not going up as fast, but that flattening appreciation does not mean depreciation.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, we'll see you guys on next month's report. Bye. Bye.